Well, everyone, believe it or not, 2022 is here and a new year is upon us. And if you're anything like me, I personally love setting New Year's goals and resolutions for myself, but we talk a lot about travel here on this channel, so I thought I'd share with you some travel-related New Year's resolutions that you can add to your New Year's goals or resolutions for this year. Whether or not you're new here, welcome to the Megan Moose channel, where I like to help families make the most of their travels so that way they can create long-lasting memories. And in this video, I want to share with you guys a list of New Year's travel resolutions that you can add to your list of New Year's resolutions. So with that, let's go ahead and get right on into this list. The first travel New Year's resolution here that I have on the list is to travel someplace new and out of your comfort zone. Now, when thinking about travel or a vacation, sometimes you might default to a location that you feel most comfortable visiting. But the one thing that I really love about travel is that it's a great way not only to challenge yourself, but it's a great way to learn new things about yourself as well as new ways to grow. And even if it may seem intimidating to visit a new location, it's a really great way to get out of your comfort zone and to potentially surprise yourself because you might end up enjoying something that you never even thought you would enjoy. For example, one instance that I can relate to this personally was when my family informed me when I was younger that we would be taking a family mission trip to Honduras. Now, this was far out of my comfort zone and something that I had never done before, but through the experience, I had learned a lot about myself. I really had grown as an individual and I really had my eyes open to a new culture. This doesn't have to be something as complicated as traveling to a new country. It can be something as easy as traveling to a city or state that is close to where you are currently living. Visiting someplace new is a great way just to get out and see a new environment and learn something new about yourself. The next travel resolution that I have on the list is item number 2 here, and that's to set up a travel budget. Now, when somebody mentions a dream vacation, we all have a location that comes to mind. But most of the times, dream locations require some money to get there. One great way to work up to being able to go on your dream vacation is to set aside a travel budget. It can be something as simple as setting a portion of your paycheck a month aside that goes strictly into your travel budget. And set a goal for yourself. Figure out how much your dream vacation, or it doesn't even have to be your dream vacation, figure out how much your trip is going to cost, and then maybe once you get halfway, start planning your trip. Having a travel budget is beneficial because you know that that money is set aside strictly for your travels, and so whenever you find that a spontaneous trip comes up, you can pull the money from your travel budget and away you go. So consider being intentional this year and setting up a travel budget for yourself. The third resolution here on the list kind of goes into getting out of your comfort zone, and we're going to be talking about taking a solo trip. I know, the thought of it sounds very intimidating, but I personally have grown to really enjoy traveling by myself. I frequently visit the Orlando theme park solo. I've taken a couple of day trips around Florida to visit local and new areas of Florida, and I've even gone on a couple of trips solo to various locations in the US. As I mentioned, it can be very intimidating, but one of the huge perks of traveling solo is that you get to do solely what it is you want to do when you want to do it. You can decide where you want to stay, what you want to eat, what it is you want to do, and it really allows you to experience the area that you're visiting or to fully take advantage of the experiences that you want to do while traveling. The reason I like this one visiting Disney World, for example, is because I know I can ride whatever rides it is I want to ride, I can eat whenever I want, and I can go and do whatever it is that I want to do. So consider setting up a solo travel for yourself this upcoming year. Resolution number 4 here on the list is explore your local area. I know I am definitely guilty of this. I get so caught up in wanting to visit new areas of the US or new areas of the world that I get lost in exploring the immediate area around me. As I moved down here to Florida from Western PA, I realized how much of my local area at home I had never even visited. Sometimes we think that there might not be much going on around us, but often that can be the exact opposite. There are so many areas of Florida here that I have yet to experience and visit, so consider adding this to your New Year's resolution to be intentional and visit more of the local area around you. A great way of doing this is to set up day trips. Make a day trip out of it. Go and take a mini road trip, see what all there is to explore in that local area, and then come home and call it a day. Travel resolution number 5 here on the list is to start a travel journal. One of the main reasons why I also started my YouTube channel is because I am very bad at journaling. But a lot of times the memories that we really want to remember are the ones that we experience while we are traveling. This is a time when we may be doing new experiences or we may be with family. And of course, pictures are a really great way to remember your experiences and your travels by, but having a travel journal is a great way to write down all that happened, and then in the future you can look back and relive the experience that you had. And I know journaling can take a lot of time and a lot of intentionality to fill out the travel journal, but when you are traveling home from your trip or whenever you are starting your trip, this could be a great time to start filling it out. Or you could take a few moments at the end of the day and jot down a couple of things that happened throughout the day. The sixth resolution here ties into visiting your local area, and that is to take more weekend trips. Your vacation days at work are very precious and valuable, and so whenever you are wanting to travel or experience more of your local area or taking advantage of more travel opportunities, making time and setting up weekend trips are a great way to do this. This is a great way to not have to use a lot of paid time off, but also a great way to get out and get some travel in. So look up some areas that are local to you or that are a reasonable driving distance away from you to make a weekend trip. You could plan to leave after work on Friday and then get home Sunday evening, and it's a great amount of time to explore a new area. Resolution number 7 here on the list is to plan a road trip. Of course, flying from place to place is very convenient, but one of my favorite ways to get around whenever traveling is to go on a road trip. Road tripping is a great means of transportation when traveling for a variety of reasons. The one great perk of road tripping is that you can travel at your leisure. You no longer have to be stressed about getting in line for security, making sure that you get on your plane or train, however else you usually travel. You're able to stop whenever you want, and you can make your own agenda. Another thing I really like about it is that it allows you to see new areas that you wouldn't normally see otherwise because you may fly over them. Road tripping is also great because once you get to your final destination, you also have a car to get around while on your trip. So therefore, you don't have to get a rental car, and it saves a part of your travel budget. So consider planning a road trip this year. And the last New Year's resolution here I have for you guys is resolution number 8, and that is to plan a family vacation. With the travel industry being wildly disrupted in the past couple of years, it may have been a while since you've been able to go on a family vacation. Going on a family vacation, of course, is a great way to spend quality time with each other when you don't have the stress of the world going on around you, but it's also one of my favorite ways to create long-lasting memories to have with the family. So there you go, guys. There's a couple of New Year's travel resolutions that you can add to your New Year's resolutions list for this upcoming year of 2022. I absolutely can't believe that a new year is among us, but with New Year's comes new opportunities, and I highly recommend adding some aspect of travel into this upcoming year in your New Year's resolutions. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any New Year's resolutions for this upcoming year and what you think of the New Year's travel resolutions list. But thank you so much for watching this video today. If you're interested in keeping up with more ways of making the most of your travel, definitely hit that subscribe button below, and I'll let you know when the next video goes live. So happy planning, everyone, and we'll see you in the next video. See you guys.